But I want Tesla to add celebrity voices for the GPS directions. And I want Arnold Schwarzenegger. Make it right. You've gone too far.
Oh, yes. The restaurant you wanted just got Hasta La Vista restaurant. That's where that goes.
Yeah, that's where you keep it.
That's where that goes.
Keep it right there. So how you doing today, Spencer?
Not bad. It's been an interesting week. There's been some stuff on my mind. Just life.
Mm-hmm.
It's life.
Yeah.
That's what happens. But it's kind of nice when you want to escape that stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's actually what brought me really to photography eons ago.
That was the question that asked in, I think it was our first episode that went live. Was what has photography given you that you might not have otherwise gotten? And so, what are your thoughts on that?
So first off, I'm Spencer Pablo, Sony Artisan of Imagery. And that's going to be relevant into what I'm about to talk about.
I see. Okay. I'm Scott Davenport. I am not a Sony Artisan of Imagery.
But you are.
But I am an On-One ambassador, On-One guru, as they call it. I'm a post-processing guy. So anyway, tell me about this loud...
This is loud.
...thing you have that's jiggling ice everywhere. With your logo on it. Nice.
Yes.
Awesome. I didn't wear my Scott Davenport photo shirt to an existence.
So
anyway,
on that though, because you did a few episodes ago where we did this recording at night, but your shirt's all like black, and this is a black car. Yeah. I'm gonna call those episodes the floating head episodes because we're literally
they were
just
talking head episodes. Yep.
With nobody, and I guess like my beard kind of just made my face.
I should have done like some Max Headroom type stuff in the editing. That would have been so cool. Actually, it probably wouldn't have been cool at all.
No, in my mind, I think it's cool, but it's never going to execute that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so
come back to this. So you were talking about escaping like the daily grind of life through the camera.
Yeah, it allows me to focus. I remember this one time I'm doing a landscape shot. It's by myself. I like photographing sometimes just like by myself because it helps me not have to entertain someone or not have to like think about what they're photographing. I can just be me and I'm photographing something I want to photograph. And I had like a thermos with hot cocoa or something like that in there, and there was like, and I opened it up and there's like steam and it was like too hot for me, and I was like, I may have said a bad word, but it was, and then I closed it up, and then I was like, this is I burned my tongue, but this is really a me moment.
Okay.
This is there's the smell of what I just drank. There's a waterfall that I'm seeing. There's a stream over here. And it's me. I don't have to worry about the emails I sent earlier that day or, where I have to be at a certain time. It's just me burning my tongue at this particular location, and that's it. And I have photos.
That is one of the most interesting answers I've heard to that question.
Yeah. I remember the burning of the tongue.
What has photography given you that you've never had? A burnt tongue.
Well, no, so
no, I fully understand.
Life isn't an Instagram, like an Instagram stream of just like I'm in front of a lake and things are beautiful. Sometimes you burn your tongue, or you drop your camera or your tripod center column like pinches your hand. These are the injuries that happen.
Sure.
And these are literally injuries that have happened to me in my gear while I'm out shooting. But photography helps me escape. It helps me escape what's been happening in the week. Sometimes when it's just like too much for me, it's my version of smoking a cigarette.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good analogy.
You. How about what do you shoot?
Well, yeah, I mean, I do landscapes. Same type of thing. I mean, I'm an introvert by nature, so I get energy by being alone. And, not to go how did you get with the camera and all that? That stuff is kind of boring. But for what's really, I think photography's given me that I wouldn't have had otherwise is it's made me discover my own backyard as well as just other places in the world. But I have found so many interesting places just in San Diego alone as a result of, all right, I've photographed this. What else is there? And you start digging around, you start looking. I mean, some of this is internet. Some of this is just getting your boots on the ground and going places.
Yes. And not being stuck at home watching.
Well, I mean,
us
we
on
have
YouTube.
it. Yeah, exactly. Not watching other non-entertaining shows because this is high quality.
So high.
Yeah. But no, seriously. I mean, being much more selective about how I spend my time for sure. But yeah, just finding and discovering that there is so much just right around your own neighborhood.
Yeah.
Let alone places that I've traveled. I mean, I did a lot of travel previously before really being I would consider myself a serious photographer. I had a camera with me. I did things with it, and now there's so many places I want to go back to.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we just over the summer, the whole family, we went to Japan and really liked Kyoto. Had a great time in that city. And now I want to go back in the winter. Why? I saw photos on the wall of one restaurant in the winter. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go back in winter.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be a never-ending list of places to go see and experience. And some of that is not just with the camera. We were just sitting here and the lighting was changing and there's like some mountains in the background. They're getting that kind of misty, semi-transparent feel. And I made the comment, I could get the camera out and take a photo of it, but I know it's not going to look as cool as it just looks by being here. It's like, all right, that'll be an experience I have.
Sure.
As opposed to, I got to get that on, the moral equivalent of film because I need to have it and hang it on my wall as a trophy.
Oh, the quote! Your voice is coming out.
The stupid voice is coming out.
These usually happen after the camera
As
stopped.
a sidebar, I want Tesla. You have a Tesla. I have a different 5-letter car.
Yeah.
A Honda.
Yeah. No, then.
But I want Tesla to add celebrity voices for the GPS directions. And I want Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because that way you could be driving along and going, make a right. You've gone too far.
Oh, yes.
Would that be cool or
What's
what?
wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly.
The
Stop.
restaurant you went to just got hasta la vista restaurant.
It would be great. It would be so great.
So you bring up something interesting about when you have a camera, when you're taking pictures, it helps you discover things. So I will say this: many years ago, I remember going working on an antenna tech system on a ship over in Norfolk, Virginia, and it was time to go back here to San Diego. So I'm at the airport. And I'm looking, and I'm there early because wow, what do I do in Norfolk, Virginia? So I ended up going to the airport early, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, wait, is that an opening to like a botanical garden that's connected to the airport? And I asked around, and they're like, yeah, for folks who wait here at who are waiting for their airport, you can go to this botanical garden. And I was like,
wow,
man, that's freaking cool. So the next time I went over to Norfolk, I brought a little, was it the RX1, which is a 35 millimeter point and shoot camera from Sony. And I purposely went to the airport like 4 hours early.
Okay.
Who does that, right? Who does that? But I did.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to, all my bags are checked except for my backpack, which has, stuff I want to have on the airplane. I'm gonna check in, and then I'm gonna go discover this place. I'm gonna set an alarm, and then I'm gonna just go for a walk. And it was great, and it allowed me to enjoy, because I don't like going to Virginia, to Norfolk. Nothing against that place.
Never
it's
been.
not San Diego. There's no Mexican food that like satiates. Anyway,
that's really what it was all about.
Yeah, it really comes.
There could be something else, but
but to actually see it behind a camera and be able to capture that experience, as boring as going to the airport, it allowed me to look at Virginia and go, wow, this place is actually really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you find that now that you've been a photographer for a while, you notice more things, you see more things, you pick up on more things?
Absolutely.
And does it enrich or does it distract from what you're currently doing?
It does both.
Yeah.
It does both. Like, for instance, and this is happening more and more now that we're doing more and more video. Like, if I'm watching a movie, and something's happening, and I'm like, oh, the angle would be so much better if it was like over
gosh.
here.
You become the director of photography or the cinematographer.
And it sucks because I'm already a nerd, and so when they start talking about science, that's totally not true on movies. I'm like, God, that's wrong. Now that's another layer of stuff that I'm like, why did they shoot from that angle? Anyway.
But wait a minute, but then how can you like Star Wars?
Oh,
it's totally wrong. I mean,
no. They're infallible. Don't.
I see. So that's where the suspension of disbelief goes into full effect.
So there's that, and then the Fast and Furious franchise. I'm sorry, it's a guilty pleasure of mine.
My
physics
wife
do not
is
apply.
A huge Vin Diesel fan, so anything with Vin in it, we have to watch.
Oh no, physics definitely don't apply. And the thing is, I'm so afraid there's going to be a generation of kids who won't understand physics because of the Fast and Furious franchise.
Something's chirping at us.
Yes, it is.
Is it your watch?
No, it's a phone. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay.
So another thing that happened because of just like taking pictures, I ultimately became a Sony artisan of imagery because of that. Just taking pictures got me this thing. And I love it.
Similar experience for me and my relationship with On One, where, I'm taking photos. I like playing with software and either making the photo crisper or just having fun with it in a different direction. Put out a few videos.
Sure.
They take notice, and then the next thing you know, you have this relationship going. And so, I mean, I guess anyone watching this is thinking about it. Put your work out there.
Oh yeah.
And share it because photos want to be seen.
Absolutely.
And I mean, things can happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also,
it's pretty weird.
Without photography, I have a tattoo. Do you ever see this tattoo?
Yeah, you've shown it on multiple occasions.
It's a tattoo.
Yeah, I don't have a tattoo.
Well,
you know why? You don't put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari.
Oh.
I wish I could say that with a straight face.
Well, I'm definitely no Ferrari. But this tattoo, it's actually Poe.
It's Poe. Yeah, it's
But he's
Poe.
holding a camera.
Yes.
He's holding a little Sony RX1. And that happened because I was taking pictures of a family once, and I was just like, I was posing them. I was like, here, kind of do, stand like this. And then the way I did it, someone saw that, and they're like, you kind of remind me of that pennant. And I was like, I'll take that as a compliment.
Go with it. Yeah, go with it.
So
Poe is pretty awesome.
Yeah, he is. He's totally cool. So, yeah, photography has given me opportunities. It's allowed me to escape. It's allowed me to focus. It's allowed me to de-stress. It's allowed me to talk to people like you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I love engage. I'm very passionate. I love people. I'm very passionate about photography, and when I can meld the two together in a way that allows me to help others, I'm all for that.
That's great.
I dig it. I dig it. I dig you folks. So it's getting warm in here.
It is getting a little bit toasty in the car.
It's getting warm. Yeah. It's getting humid.
So we're gonna need to. Well, I guess we are near a couple of bodies of water. It's gonna be putting some level of moisture in the air, and the sun is continually rising, starting to heat things up.
Yeah.
So I think that was a pretty good show.
Yeah. We'll see you guys.
Let us know what you think.
Week.
Yeah.
I think we're
trying to do weekly.
Yeah, we're heading
weekly.
We're heading towards Thanksgiving. So if this is the Thanksgiving episode,
it might be. So happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And if you're not in the United States, happy Thursday at the end of the month. Let's go.
I saluted. I don't know.